So you're welcome to another training session. Today we'll be learning how to produce a very quality air conditioner. Air conditioner that is used to condition the hair after we have shampooed our hair to neutralize, moisturize our hair. That is why we'll be using a lot of oils in this production. So before we go into the actual production, let's run through the list of chemicals that we'll be using to produce. The first we'll be using is our paraffin oil. We're producing a batch of 6 liters. We'll be using 125 ml of our paraffin oil. That's our paraffin oil, 125 ml. We'll be using petroleum jelly, 125 grams of petroleum jelly. We'll be using our cetyl alcohol, 125 grams also. Our emulsifying wax, you see they look somehow similar, but cetyl is a bit bigger in C than the emulsifying wax. We'll be using 125 grams also. We'll be using Diquat A. We'll be using 125 ml also. And we'll be using our methyl paraben. This is actually a preservative. We'll be using it to preserve our air conditioner. We'll be using just 2 spoons of our methyl paraben. Then we'll be putting a touch. Vitamin E. We know the goodness of vitamin E to our hair. It helps strengthen the hair. So we'll be adding just about 20 ml of vitamin A into this production. And we have our scale, because you know you cannot get a good product without measuring right. So you need your scale. And we also have our measuring cups. And we'll also be adding our fragrance. We're adding just about 20 ml of our fragrance. I'll be using Passion in this production. So let's go right into production. So here we have a source of heat and our pots. Before now, of boiled water, we need hot water to make this production come out perfect. So I've already boiled my 6 liters of water. I kept it aside. So I'm going to try to melt all my solid chemicals. Then we go into production. Just follow me as we go. We're going to put on our heat now, our source of heat now. Low heat, very, very low heat. So the first we'll be adding is our paraffin oil. 125 ml of our paraffin oil. The idea here is not to fry it. The idea is just to help us melt them so that we can use them for. So we're using 125 ml of our paraffin oil. 125 ml of our paraffin oil. We're using 125 ml of our paraffin oil. Okay, that cup is a 250 ml cup, so half of it is 125 ml. Okay, 125 ml, add it. 125 ml of our paraffin oil, it has gone in. So we'll be adding our petroleum jelly, 125 grams also. The idea here is just to help melt them. We are not frying them, we are not cooking them, just to help melt them. We've added our petroleum jelly. We're allowed to melt. We just allow them to melt. So we have our paraffin oil and our petroleum jelly in there. So you see it's melting already. So we'll allow it to melt. Okay, so it has completely melted. So we are adding our emulsifying wax now. Add and add. So you can stir and also add your cetyl alcohol. Add your cetyl alcohol. Remember, we added our paraffin oil. Then we added our petroleum jelly. We've added our emulsifying wax, and now we are adding our cetyl alcohol. We just want everything to melt. So once they are properly melted, we'll add our methyl paraben. Then we'll start our production proper. You can see they are melting. It's almost properly melted, so we can add our methyl paraben. Methyl paraben here will be acting as our preservative. So we'll just add 2 spoons of our methyl paraben. We'll be adding 2 spoons of our methyl paraben. Even if you don't know the names of this chemical, when you go to buy, please tell them to label for you. because as you're starting newly, it can be confusing at times. So just tell them to label them. Tell them to label for you. Okay, 1 spoon. Add another one. This is our preservative. We are adding 2 spoons of our methyl paraben. Very good. It's fine. So we added 2 spoons of our methyl paraben. We allow it melt well properly. Then we start our production proper. You can see it's almost properly. So we are going to start our production proper now. Okay, so it's well melted now. We're going right into production now. We've melted all our solid chemicals. So we are going to pour into our mixing bowl now. Okay, so we'll now start adding our water. Start adding them 1 liter at a time. Pouring in our water while we stir. We're pouring it in 1 liter at a time. Okay, pour in and stir. You pour and stir. Pour in and stir. Pour in your water and stir. Okay, that's the second water. Okay, this is water number 3. Water number 3. Okay, pour. Okay, so we've added the third liter of water. We've added 3 liters of water now. We're adding the 4th one. We're adding the 4th one. And you stir. Okay, at this point, you need to add your Diquat A. We are adding 125 ml of our Diquat A. Then we'll stir. That's your Diquat A. You're adding 125 ml. $125 of Diquat A. You add and you stir. Good. Stir very, very well. Stir very. The beauty of this is in the stirring. Stir it and stir. You can stir for up to 5 minutes. Just stir, 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 stir. Stir it very well until it is well blended. You can see how well blended this is. So you can go ahead and add your remaining 2 liters of water. Go ahead and add your remaining 2 liters of water. These are fifth water. And we'll add the last water. So this is the last water, 6 liters of water, and we are good. So you stir and stir and stir very, very well. Stir very well. Give it a very good stir, a very good blend. You can stir for up to 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Stir very well. So you can now add your vitamin E. Add about 20 ml of your vitamin E. We're adding our vitamin E just for the goodness of vitamin E to our hair, to strengthen our hair. It's fine. 20 ml. Good. That's our vitamin E. And you stir very well. And then we add a fragrance. I'll be adding about 30 ml of our fragrance. I'll be using Passion. You can decide to use whatever fragrance you want. But here I'll be using Passion. You can use whatever fragrance you want. So I'll be adding about 30 ml of my fragrance here. So here we have our hair conditioner. So you give it a very good blend. Okay, so here we are blending our hair conditioner. So we are fine now. We're just going to leave it for like 6 to 7 hours to cool down. But note that you should stir at every 30 minutes so that it doesn't form lumps. You just have to stir. Don't worry. When it is properly cooled down, it will thicken up. So you just have to stir every 30 minutes so that it does not form lumps. So we're going to keep it aside and allow it to cool down and thicken up. Thank you. Okay, welcome to the concluding part of this training session. So this is our air conditioner. You can see this is like after 6 hours. I was stirring it at intervals. Say an interval of say 30 minutes. This is what, look at how thick and beautiful it is without lumps. So just what you need to do is pack in your bottles, put your labels, pack into your cartons or shrink nylon, and then you start selling. You can see how simple. So please go ahead, produce, and let me see what you've done. You can send me videos or pictures on WhatsApp on 234 8029 046605. Please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do, as I upload valuable trainings weekly, and also share and like, please. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.